Plus. Oh, so that moment what happened? See here, this option is not available because it is giving error. Unknown option. This type of option there is not available. So remove this one, foreground. Okay. Next, if you don't want to resize, if anybody resize, okay, if you want to fix the size of your window, so you mention false, comma false. Okay. False, comma false. What do you mean of this? If your window, if you don't want to resize the window, okay, resize the window, generally in Boolean values in Python, false, capital false. Huh? That is the Boolean value in Python, not small letter. So that is what happened. If you don't want to resize, see what happened. Resize. Resize size. Resizable. Okay, resizable. Resizable. So what do you mean of this? If you want to resize, so nobody will be able to resize this one. If you want to stretch, resize, so nobody can resize. If I will remove these parameters here, so what happened? So your window can be resizable. See how this can be increased. Okay, as per the user requirement, it can be resized. Understood that? So if I want to lock that resize, okay, so whatever the size you have given, so what happened? This is, so if you don't want to resize, so this is the main size. So remove that false. Okay. So that moment, so if you want to resize, nobody will be able to resize. You false. False is what? Your height, width, false. Now this is up to what? Your window. Window we have created. So then after, what about our controls? This is the main. This is what this code used here to run the application. To run application. Okay. So until user closes. Until user closes. Main loop. Main loop means, so until user closes the window, closes the window. So this main loop function used to run until user closes. Otherwise, if the user will not close the, so if he will not close, until he will not close, it will be there in front of the user. So whenever he closes, it is being closed. So this is for this code is part of to run application. So next one, to add elements, widgets. To add widgets. Widgets are what? Widgets. Widgets means controls. Controls, how many controls we need? Two text boxes, two text boxes, comma, two into list boxes, okay, comma, for two text boxes, two labels, comma, one button, two buttons. Two buttons is for one word, one button for to translate. You can translate, okay? One button to translate. So we need this much of controls, widgets, two text boxes, two labels, okay? Two list boxes, one button. So how to add? First of all, add. So first we will add the label for first text box. So label is equal to label dot what? Okay, label. Okay, I need to mention this is part of this label. It is going to be part of this main window. Our main window is being referenced. It is being referred as root. Our main window, every time our main window that is being referred as root. So while adding the labels, I need to mention this label is part of main window. Main window is being referred as root. Okay. So comma label text. What the text that is to be displayed on the label? So text on the first input text. Input text underscore input text. Okay. This will be displayed on our label. Why it is giving error? Let us see. Keep unresolved reference label. So here we need to keep a property. Which property here for label? We need to give a property that is very important to understand what are the labels, how to keep the label in our window. The main is what? That is what. Why it is giving error? Try to understand. That is very important. Huh? So this label is part of what? Your main window. So main window is being root. That root is TK is being called as TK is short name for your TK enter. Short name for TK enter. And the TK is being called as root. So if your label is part of your TK. So we need to every element. We need to mention every element means every widget part of your TK dot. Whenever you keep dot, you will get all these controls label, list box, button. So this is function, main loop function already I have used here, message box, okay, like that. Okay, so label, we need to use label. Okay, there is no any problem here, don't worry. And that is this label is part of root. We need to mention over the text box input, what input that is to be displayed over the, that is what your over the label. So now I told you that one special that I have imported, that's name is what? TTK. TTK that is used for, that is your themed widgets. Themed widgets means themed widgets such as text box, list box, themed. Okay, so we will use here. Where is that? TTK. That is the okay. TTK label, because this TTK is a submodule used to provide themed widgets. Okay. Now next what? So one is that, let us see now this is whether it is created or not, how to check back that. Next, label, okay, is equal to ticket label label bracket pad y. Pad y is equal to what? 10. So try to understand here. This is called pack method. I want to use pack method. Pack method of what? Whose pack method? Okay, ttk dot. This pack method. So pack method is part of your tk interface. So that method is used to keep the control to keep widget means element in window. So pack method that must be used. So pad along with y-axis. So it will provide the white space, somewhat space over the above and bottom of this label to provide the somewhat pixels space over the label above and bottom if you want to provide along y-axis vertically. If you want to provide horizontally, pad x. Okay, so pad y. Okay, now so now let us see what happened here. Let us run this code. And where is the text box? So that is to be displayed on the text box. Text box to be displayed and its name to be displayed. Input underscore text. That is very important. We need to check back that. Okay. So why we are not get your point? Where is error? Why we are not getting? Tejasri, can you explain why I am not able to see the text box here? Huh? చెప్పగలవా వాట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ ఎందుకు ఎక్కడ డిస్ప్లే కావటం లేదు టెక్స్ట్ ఎందుకంటే యూ ఇది చూసావా టు రన్ ద అప్లికేషన్ దాని కింద రాసావు లేబుల్ ని ఇది ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి ఇది ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి ఇది లాస్ట్ లో ఉండాలి అంటే అప్లికేషన్ లాస్ట్ లో కదా రన్ అయ్యేది అప్లికేషన్ విల్ బి రన్ ఎట్ ద ఎండ్ సో నౌ all the elements whenever you have added that moment run your application. You can now see. So what happened? So if we have written any error in the code, so that will error, that will see show us where is the error. So tk dot pack pad is equal to keep widget in window. So attribute module tk has no attribute pack. So pack method, did you mean what is the mean of pack? So pack, so see pack method. Okay, so whether his pack is there, let us see. Still we are getting error. Pack takes no arguments. So this is actually pack. I we need to check back that. Okay, what is actual? So how to keep your widget means element in window. Pack method we will use generally. So input text area, text title label, title. I will get only title, not text box. Okay, that is what ttk dot label. Okay, text. Okay, label. Label dot pack. Okay, so they don't want to use this type of, okay, just pack, label dot pack. Okay, title label, this is the, okay, now let me, first of all, let me solve this. Providing space uh, above and bottom of element. Element is what here? Label. Okay, that is used here. Okay, that is pediments, providing space along vertical space, vertical axis. Okay, along bottom element, providing space along vertical axis. Vertical axis. Okay, that is what. Okay, now hello. ఏంటి ఏంటిది ఏంటి దసరా చెప్పు ఏంటమ్మా so now so if whenever I keep dot operator, if I am not able to get any text word, I found here all label button, entry frame, scale, check button. So these are all part of your themed TK, but there is no any text box. So this text box is part of your TK interface. Now list box, list box is here. So simply you type T text box, you will get text box here. Where is the text box here? So T text box is part of what? Your TK. TK dot text. Simply you keep any box text. This is okay to enter the text. Understood that? So this text is part of your TK, not TTK. If you type here TTK, you will not get any. If you want to enter text, this has no any text. Okay. So if you want to get text, that is part of your TK interface. Means TK enter. That is called shortly. That is part of your root. Now tbox.pack. Pack means I told you that this method used to what? To keep the control. Use it to keep element. Element means widget in window. In window. Okay. Now you run this code. What happened here? So this is the text box we are seeing. This much of text box. So how to somewhat paddy. You write paddy here. Paddy along y-axis. 10. So then what happened? Pad means along y-axis somewhat pixel I want to give. So this much of, if I want to, I don't want to keep this much of area for the text box. So first of all, let me create that, then after I will try to do all the things. So this is for what? Enter whatever the text. How old are you? Whatever. How old are you? Okay. Now like this. Okay. So whenever you enter this text, this is what user input. You are giving the input text. You are user input. Okay. If you want to user input, you can change this as user input. You change this as user input. Okay. Now you run this code. User input. Okay. User input. So now whatever the text you type here, that is to be converted into what? Another text. So another text means one more text box. I need to one more label. So one more label, you copy this total code. You copy this. You copy this code and you paste. So this is what label 1, label 2. This is label 2. Okay, label 2 you keep. Now this is what label 2 label root text. Here this is what output. You keep this as output, otherwise converted text. Output. Okay. Label 2 dot pack paddy. 2 text boxes will be created. 2 labels and text box. One more text box I need. You copy this. You paste here. So text box 1, text box 2. You get a text. Okay, text box 2. Now you run this code. What happened here? See, let us see. So 2 text boxes I have seen. One is that. So now here, why I am seeing all this here, because this output that label to be kept just above this text box. So cut this label here. Okay, and you come down here just above the second text box, you paste. Now this is what label for second text box. Label for second text box. Okay, now you run this code. 10 minutes class will be over and we will meet on next means tomorrow, Sunday. Okay, so within 10 minutes we will design the structure. So this is user input. Whatever the user input you type here, and output means converted text. So you call this as not output, you converted text. Okay. Translated text. Translated text. Translated text. Okay. Text. This is translated text. This is what label to translated text. Label 1 user input. Okay. Now here what happened? Whenever so here user feeds somewhat text here, and whatever the text you feed, that will be stored in this text box. Here we need to make 2 list boxes. List boxes for what purpose? To select the source languages, and another one is to target language, in which language the text to be converted into. So 2 list boxes. As per this, I have calculate how many controls we need. Controls 2 text boxes, 2 labels, completed the structure. Next 2 list boxes, and then one button, 2 list boxes. So now write the code for list boxes in Python, but this main loop that must be end of your application. Understood? That must be end of your application. Otherwise, you will get error. Your code will not run. So now come. So now, so for your list box, you need to call what? LB. Simply call as list box is equal. Okay, list box is part of TTK dot. Where is list box? Combo box. List box. Otherwise, if you will not found there, you simply write TK. This is the list box. You click on list box. It is part of your root. Okay, and one list box here. This list box must be where in between. Cut this. Okay, not here. You keep this here. Cut. Just one T box. Label one T box here. You keep this here. Okay, paste. Okay, tk dot list box root. Now and lb dot pack. Okay, that is okay. One list box. You copy this one and same. Here you paste. This is list box 2. Sorry, list box. Okay, list box 2, list box 2 pack. Now run this code. So what happened? See here. What happened here? What is going on here? Where is that list box? This is the list box. So we'll whether do the list box, combo list box. We will do it as combo list box, not list box. Okay, combo list box. List box tk dot list box. We will take not list box, combo box. Combo box is what? If it is not part of tk, take ttk. CO combo box. There is no any combo box here. So under the tk check back that. Okay, list box, combo box. But I'm not getting combo here. tk dot list box. Message bags. List box. Check button. Combo box. This is the combo box, huh? That is part of your TTK. So you lb.pack. So next is what? Here lb2 dot ttk dot combo box. Okay, run this code now. So now what are you seeing here? Able to see this is the list box. Okay. So two list boxes. This is called combo box. Okay. Two combo boxes. This is a translated text. So one command button I need to create. So in this list box, I will select the languages. In which language? This language is what? English. If you enter in user input, which language you are entering the user input, that is you will select here. So that is we need to write the code. Okay. So for that dictionary, I need to import one dictionary here. I need to write the code here. Languages dictionary. Okay, no issue. First of all, next I need to command button. Button. Okay, one button. Whatever the text you type here in this list box combo box, you will select English, and conversion. You need to select here what language you want to convert, and the translated text will be whenever you click on that button. Button I need to create. So button where first I need to go here. Box two, text box two. One button I will create here. T box, text box, list box, combo box. Now here command button. C button. C button means command button. Huh? Now that is part of what we need to check back that button. This is called button. Okay, this is part of your TTK. Button root. This part of root text. Here, what text? Click here. This text. Okay. Now C button dot pack method. Until you will not keep pack method, you will not, your controls, your widgets will not be kept on your window. C button dot pack. That is very important. Huh? So now you run this code. Okay. Now see, click here. Click here. Okay. So if you want to see the text font here, you change here font size. Mention the font. Font is equal to 20. Okay. Now, so see here. So there is no any font. Huh? Font is equal to. So here, command button, root text, click here. So whenever I click on this click here button, so the code will be converted. So next code I'm going to write. The next code is what somewhat I need to import one languages, that is what one dictionary I need to see. Here we have